Logmaster. Your Logmaster account for driving consists of an email for logging in, which is your username, and a password. So if you're looking at this screen, you would have put in your email and password into the app, and it's brought you to the training module instead of the app. When you complete your training and you've watched the videos and declared them as watched and understood, then the portal will close and you'll be able to access the app. So it's important to distinguish between your driver portal, which is a web page, and we're diverting there shortly when I press the button, and the actual app. So let's press the portal button and we'll get to where you are now. What we're looking at is logmaster.com.au, auto signed into your driver account, and you can see the first videos here to watch. These may have been updated, but the process is watch each video. You can open it up to big screen if you want, and declare on that button, and when they're all declared, the signals will turn green and you'll be able to use the app. On the top right there's a little X button that closes this portal and brings you back to the app, but it's only really worth hitting that button once you've watched all the videos. I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the portal because there's important functions here. So although the videos will be about how to use the app, how to create events, how to correct mistakes, and how to confirm and lock in, get your diary perfect, all that stuff. There's stuff here that you can use to get things done in terms of sending reports to different email addresses and changing your driver's license or all the account maintenance that you might need to do. So in the top left you got this menu, and if you hit that you can see businesses. So that will show businesses that you're linked to. A linked business is one that's invited you to connect. That might have already happened. A user-created business is where you have been in the app and you've just created a business name to log against. So those will appear here listed. The control for doing that is in the app for creating user-created businesses for your diary. Billing will show your bills. If you're subscribed yourself, that'll be important to look at. If you've been invited by a company, they might be shouting you your diary. Don't worry about the billing center in that case. Compliance, this is your actual logbook. So on your logbook you can see the pages on compliance report, and you can skip back and see other pages going back in time. On report scheduling, you can set up Logmaster to send your logbook to an email address or multiple addresses, either weekly or monthly, and most people need to do that. If you're already connected to a company because they invited you, then they won't need to receive it by email. Manual events. So on the web page, if you open up on big screen on a computer, here's where you can enter in missed events that you didn't put in through the app. So you can, for example, if yesterday you didn't have your phone, you wrote out all your events for the day, you can go in here, add manual event, and draw in a whole day's worth. Or if you missed a rest this morning, you can draw that in. Best to do that on a computer, and also if you're linked to a company, they can do that as well. Trip Checker is also a tool where you can enter in a proposed schedule and see if it's going to be compliant, and that includes events that you've already logged in the last 28 days. So it's a handy tool for figuring out whether your plans are going to work out within the compliance framework that you've selected. Breach confirmation, you can see breaches and confirm that they're correct if they're listed there, and work out what the counting points are. Driver wallet, so if you're working for a company and they've created or shared documents for you, you can see them there. Daily forms, if you are filling out pre-starts and fitness declarations in Logmaster, you can see them here. So license details is an important one. If you update your license, if you change state or the expiry changes, you can come here, hit the pen and paper, and update your license. This might happen if you're working also with a company who like to keep their records up to date. They might have to ask you to do this because they won't be able to themselves. And that brings us back to platform training. So full circle, that's the driver portal. You can access that by going to logmaster.com.au and signing in with your email and password. For now, I'll leave you to watch the videos about how to use the app. Really important to work to from the start to know how to create the events in real time, how to hit work and rest and get that right. Dial in any changes and adjustments and notes, comments are really important. And then how to make corrections if you've missed a button or not got it right first time, how to go back and correct and make edits. And then finally how to sign off and lock in when you know it's perfect. sign off and lock in at the end of the day, and it's just like turning a page. Alright, enjoy the videos, thanks, and call support if you have any questions.